It's quite the find. Hello friends, and welcome back to Crow's Thrifty Finds. My name is Melanie. So this week's video is going to be a what sold video. So I don't know about you all, but this month, the month of January, has been really good. I've been really pleased with how many sales I've had. And they weren't necessarily all these big humongous sales, but a large quantity of sales is still a good thing. And again, this is my side hustle. So, it's okay if the sales aren't all, $100 sales. But, this is the reality of reselling. Sometimes a bunch of items sell, but they're only, $20 items. Or sometimes you have a few sales, but you get lucky and you have, a $200 sale. So, just kind of never know how it's going to go. But that's how it is. I wanted to mention one thing before I got into the video. If you all didn't see, I made a community post about a Facebook group that I just started, and it's called Crow's Thrifty Finds eBay Sellers Group, and it's just brand new, so there's not a ton of people in it, but I'm extending the invite out to all of you to check it out. I would love to just have that group as an option for people to network and connect. I'm going to give bolo tips as regularly as I can, and it should be a really nice environment. I've been a part of the eBay Thrifters Facebook group for years and years, and it's a great group, but the only problem is it's become very large, and it just isn't quite what it used to be anymore. So I'm going to try to, create that smaller group feel atmosphere, with this group. Granted, this group could grow as well, but eBay Thrifters, I think, has like 200,000 people in it now, which is crazy. That's a lot of resellers. So yes, so I encourage you all to check out my group on Facebook and say hello. So let's get to the sales. So number one, we have this label maker. I bought this over the summer at a garage sale. I paid $10 and I was kind of on the fence about it because I was worried I wouldn't get for what I wanted, but eventually it sold for what I wanted. It sold for $30. It's a $20 profit. Next, we have a vintage memory game. I got this very recently at a thrift store for $5, sold for $30. $25 profit. Vintage board games that are new can be great pickups. So I encourage you all to pay attention to new board games when you see them. And of course, look them up just to be sure. But I've had pretty good luck with them so far. Number three, we have these Ninja Turtles. These are newer ones. These are not vintage ones. There may be one or two vintage ones mixed in, but they're mostly newer ones. And these actually came out of the Curb Alert weekend, Big Trash Pickup weekend. I couldn't remember what it was called, but yeah, it was basically all Curb Alerts. So yeah, I got these Ninja Turtles for free in a box on someone's curb. And so, I only sold them for $15, but when you paid nothing, it's all profit. So I am more than happy to just have $15 in my pocket. Next, we have a Bratz doll. Now, I was trying for a very long time to sell the Bratz dolls that I had in a large lot. And I think it was just I didn't want to go through the work of selling them all individually because there was so many. But the lot was so expensive because there was so many of them. There just wasn't enough interest. So I decided to just go for it and sell them individually. I figure it'll keep me busy through the winter when I'm not thrifting as much. Well, I'm thrifting, but I'm not getting as much goods from garage sales. Like I'm relying solely on thrift stores. So, you get less stuff coming in sometimes. So yeah. So I've started selling these Bratz dolls individually. So this one sold for $23. So I'm still in the red on this for what I've paid for all these Bratz dolls. But when they all go, I will be very much in the green. So it's just a matter of time. Next item, I just had to show you all again because I just get so excited whenever one of these sells. I sold another Bath and Body Works Black Sheep. These things are so awesome. If you can ever get these new, it can be worth it. It's kind of a unique item though. So, but another one sold for $26.99. Love it. Next, I have a Minnesota Wild jacket that I sold. It was a really cool jacket. I paid $10 for it. I sold it for $29. So I made a $20 profit on that. Next, we have a Carhartt sweatshirt. Picked this up at Goodwill for $5. Shocked it was not marked up because they typically do, but I got it right when it came out of the back. And, you know, sometimes I feel like they don't always mark things up right away. So you can sometimes get some really good stuff if you're right there at the right place at the right time. So yeah, I paid $5 for that. Made a $20 profit on it. Next, we have a Bath and Body Works, it's called Wallflower refill bulbs. I got a bunch of these actually at a thrift store. I paid $4 for each one. I've got a lot more still to sell, but this was the first one to go. This particular scent is a little more rare. So it sold for $39.50, got a profit of $34.50, which is excellent. And I'm very excited that I still have more to sell. Next item, I mentioned this in my last video, but in case people missed it, I did sell a not Starbucks, Target Stanley tumbler. I wish it was the Starbucks one. But yeah, I paid $45 for this. It sold for $92. So these Valentine's Day Stanleys are very much in demand right now. I wish I could have gotten more, but there was only one left in the store and it was mine. So it was free shipping. So while it was a $53 profit, we had to subtract, I think it was about $8 for shipping. So, but still a very good profit, very good payday. Like I said, wish I had more. Next, we have some tanning oil from the Jersey Shore, JWoww Shore Love Tanning Oil. I'm guessing this is not made anymore. Picked it up for $5, sold it for $35 in the middle of winter, which is great. It did go to the West Coast, so it's probably not so bad over there. Probably can still justify having tanning oil. But yeah, $30 profit. Next, we have a Campbell's Soup cookie jar. I purchased this at Goodwill for $25. It sold for $63. It is a $48 profit. This sat for a while. I was beginning to get worried I was going to have to keep dropping the price lower and lower. Was definitely happy to see it go. Next, we have a Minnesota Twins frame. I'm trying to remember what I paid for this. I got it at a garage sale, but it was really cheap. Like we're talking like $4 or less. And I sold it for $27.50. So we're looking at a, over $20 profit, which is great. Next, another Carhartt item. Carhartt's pretty popular right now. So if you all see Carhartt and can get it for a good deal, I always recommend be picking it up. So this is a jacket, kind of a rain jacket. I paid $20 at Goodwill. Goodwill had that one marked up. Sold it for $55, $35 profit. Still worth it. Next, we have a Monty Moose. And this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure. I bought this as part of a lot. And I kind of feel like I overpaid for the lot, but I believe I paid like $30 for the lot. But my strategy was always to sell the moose for the price of the lot, and then it would be like getting the others free, which I was going to lot with some other Ninja Turtles that I did end up selling. So, I mean, I made money, but that just kind of balanced everything out. Next item, we have a set of 4 Burger King mugs. I got these for $1 each at Goodwill, so I paid $4. Sold them for $25, so that was a $21 profit. I had these priced up higher originally, but then they were not selling, so I kind of kept lowering them, and that's where we landed. Next item, we have this is so cool, this Thomas Dam, very vintage troll before trolls were actually a thing. I paid $5 for this guy, and I really liked him, so I kind of had a passion price, I like to call it, on there. I don't know if you've ever put passion prices on things that deep down you kind of want to keep. So I enjoyed him on my bookshelf for a while till somebody was willing to pay $50 for him, made a $45 profit. I will miss him, but I trust he's off to a good home. Next, we have another set of Bratz dolls, these Bratz Twins. They sold for $25. So again, working to get out of the red, but that was a good sale. I think most of these Bratz dolls that are valuable will probably sell in the 20s to low $30 range, but I have so many, there is profit to be made. And there's a lot of really rare ones that I have. So it's just going to take time, but there's going to be money to make. Next, we have a backpack of McDonald's play food. Now, this was not a complete set. There was actually no food. It was just the boxes. But I imagine there's probably people that are in the reverse situation where they might have the plastic food, but nothing to keep it in. So I'd like to think that might be who bought this. But I paid $1 for that at a garage sale over the summer. So I sold it for $23. It's a $22 profit. Sounds good to me. Next, something I picked up at the Goodwill bins, this Ralph Lauren little black purse. It was really cute. It wasn't super valuable, but you know how the bins go. You pay by weight. That thing weighed like nothing. I always say I probably paid like 50 cents for that purse when it came down to it. So whatever you sell it for, you know, is profit. So I sold it for $15. So that worked out just fine. Next is a vintage Vancouver Canucks jersey. This is kind of a rare jersey that they had. So I paid $4 for it at a garage sale over the summer. It sold for $40. Nice $36 profit. And now here we are, another Bath and Body Works item. This is a spray, and it was new. It just didn't have the clear cap on it. I paid $5, sold for $30, $25. Vintage new Bath and Body Works is a great thing to pick up a lot of the time, and I've been kind of driving that point home a lot lately. But as you can see, there's a lot of my items lately that I've been selling that are Bath and Body Works, so there's a reason for that. So yeah, pick up that kind of stuff. Next, we have a ChuckECheese plush. I always say ChuckECheese stuff sells great. Doesn't even matter if it's old or new. It's for whatever reason, people just love collecting it. This one was a newer plush. It was a larger plush. So I paid $5 for it. And I sold it for $22.99. So an $18 profit. And next, another plush. It's Chili Willy the penguin. Who remembers Chili Willy? I spent $5, possibly less, on this. I'm just estimating it was probably about $5. It was from a thrift store. I don't go to as much, but I think their plush are $5. I sold it for $23. So, you know, around an $18 profit on that plush. And those are the sales. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you haven't, that very much helps my channel. I hope you all learned, you know, something today and what sells. And again, I'm going to remind you one more time to feel free to check out my Facebook group, which is called Crow's Thrifty Finds eBay Sellers Group. Yeah, if you have any questions about that, feel free to drop a comment. But until next time, my name is Melanie. This is Crow's Thrifty Finds. I'll see you next week.